Welcome back. School is out and it's time for some fun in the sun. Well, you may have vacations planned or day camps set up. It's all about making new memories and experiences for your children. But something you're going to want to avoid is the summer slide, which is the loss of academic skills and knowledge during this long summer break. Joining us this midday to talk more about that is Dr. Stephanie Boyce, the executive director of the Fresh Classroom. Welcome to Midday.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Cleo.
Of course. So the Fresh Classroom, that sounds really cool. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so the Fresh Classroom is a platform where we train teachers across the country on how to create classrooms that are fun, relevant, engaging, standards-based, and higher order for students to peak their engagement in class.
Everything a child needs.
Everything they need.
Yes. That makes sense. All right, let's talk about this thing called Summer Slide.
Yes.
What does this really mean, and then how does it happen?
Yeah, so in the summer, we know students are usually going through their class days with daily schedules, routines, and they're regularly being held to their teachers' routines throughout the day.
Yeah.
Now, when we come home, sometimes they're going to sleep in, they're going to wake up and kind of just do
They
whatever.
need a break.
They need a break. They do, and I totally support that. But at some point, you have to consider, even with the sleeping in, how to create those routines that are going to keep them mindful of the academic achievement so that they don't lose the academic gains that they've had in the year prior.
Right, Dr. Boyce, as a mom, as a parent, how, I guess, do you help this? How do you create a schedule to keep kids engaged so that they're not getting this learning loss during the summer?
Yeah, so a couple of tips for parents.
All
I think
right.
the first thing is do some research. Even if you just sit out about 30 minutes to look, you have local events through your city, you have wherever you see nature, usually nature parks, they have events, libraries, museums. Look up what's in your area, and then based on what you find, go ahead and start plugging those things, especially the ones that are outdoors driven.
Right.
You really want to get them outside. First of all, it's going to wear them down. It's going to get them real nice and tired.
I've noticed that with
You
the
want to do
one-year-old.
that,
Yes.
right? But also connecting to nature is a benefit of summertime as well. So we want to make sure we do the research, figure out what's around us. There's lovely Facebook groups like Big Fun on Little Funds.
See, I need to get on Facebook
DFW,
for this.
that's
Okay.
one of them, right? They're going to constantly tell you what's in the area, what's cheap, what's free, what's coming up. And so after you do the research, then you want to create a schedule. My second tip. Make a daily schedule, even if it includes a little flex time to sleep in a little bit. Think about the things your kid needs to do before they are allowed to have screen time, right? My sister is really big on this. She's like a drill sergeant. She's like, did you do your 40 minutes of reading? Did you do your math flashcards for 30 minutes? And they have chores, and all of these things need to be done before you get some screen time to kind of just kick back and relax.
They say kids thrive on a schedule.
They do.
Let's talk about a learning guide that parents should create. Maybe if their kids are at summer camp or spending the summer with grandma, grandpa, or with a babysitter for most of the day.
So my tip is a little non-conventional because I am working with teaching teachers how to utilize AI and leverage AI in their classrooms. And so I like to encourage parents to really lean into chatbots like ChatGPT, where they can go in and they could prompt ChatGPT. Let's say their kid's going to the third grade. They can say, act as a third grade teacher and create learning activities that relate to, and then you can go back to that event that you found or that activity or something they love like soccer or something, and you can tell ChatGPT to create activity or create a week's worth of activities for 30 minutes that includes resources and activities that a kid could do outside, experiments, whatever you want it to create. And then you can take that and use it as a learning guide if they're going to grandma's house or with a babysitter or whoever. It's going to keep them on track.
Wow. All right, Dr. Boyce, before we go, how can people reach out to you?
Yeah, so they can reach us on our website. It's thefreshclassroom.com. And also we're on IG and Facebook at Fresh Classroom.
All right, perfect. Dr. Boyce, such a pleasure to have you here this midday.